The city of Olukore had never known anyone like Lovett. Her beauty was ethereal. Poets wrote verses inspired by her, and artists tried to capture her radiance but always fell short. She was magnetic, and men from all walks of life were drawn to her like moths to a flame. Yet, behind her perfect smile and captivating gaze, Lovett carried a secret burden that no one but her closest friends knew. Lovett couldn't explain the heat that burned between her legs. It wasn't a physical illness a doctor could diagnose. It was a torment that consumed her. No matter how hard she tried to resist, she sought relief in ways that left her feeling hollow and ashamed. She hid her torment from her loving parents, who believed she was their flawless daughter. Her mother often urged her to settle down. "It's time you get married, my dear," her mother would say. "You're beautiful, and men are always asking for your hand." Lovett always refused, offering excuses that left her parents worried. Her nights were the worst. She cried herself to sleep, battling the unrelenting heat. To relieve it, she would turn to the company of 5 to 8 men a day. The encounters left her feeling disgusted and empty. She would scrub her skin red in the shower, tears mixing with the water, as shame consumed her. One evening, Lovett sat at a cafe with her 3 best friends Ayotunde and Bola. Her face was pale, and her hands trembled as she spoke. "I can't keep living like this," she whispered, tears glistening in her eyes. "You need to talk to someone," Ayo said gently. "This isn't something you can fight alone." Tola nodded. "We're here for you, but you need professional help." Bola, however, sat quietly, her lips pursed. Beneath her calm exterior, envy simmered. She had always lived in Lovett's shadow, and a part of her took secret satisfaction in seeing her perfect friend crumble. "You should tell your family," Bola said, her tone cold. "Secrets like this don't stay hidden forever. They'll find out eventually." "No, I can't." Lovett's voice cracked. "They would never understand. And what about my reputation? My parents would be devastated." Tola placed a comforting hand on her arm. "We'll figure something out, Ife. You're not alone in this." Despite their support, Lovett felt her secret was a ticking time bomb. A few weeks later, at a charity gala, she met Andrew. He wasn't like the other men who pursued her. Andrew admired her intelligence, her passion for helping others, and her infectious laugh. Over coffee, he asked about her dreams, her fears, and her favorite books. For the first time, Lovett felt a strange calm in his presence. She dared to hope that love could heal her. Andrew courted her with patience and sincerity, and Lovett fell for him. When he proposed under a starlit sky, she said yes with tears streaming down her face. She vowed to be the perfect wife, to leave her past behind. But the heat between her legs didn't go away. Despite her love for Andrew, the unbearable sensation returned, stronger than ever. Her body betrayed her, pulling her back to the arms of strangers. Each time, guilt consumed her. She cried herself to sleep, clutching Andrew's picture and whispering apologies to the man who trusted her completely. Her friends noticed her deterioration. "You need to stop this before it destroys you," Ayo pleaded one evening. "I can't," Lovett said, her voice breaking. "I've tried everything, but it feels like a curse." Bola, who had grown envy and increasingly resentful of Lovett's life, saw an opportunity. She pretended to sympathize, but her mind was already plotting. On Lovett's wedding day, the city gathered to witness the union of its most beautiful woman and the man who had won her heart. The ceremony was flawless, and Lovett looked radiant in her white gown. But as the reception began, Bola made her move. She had secretly recorded one of Lovett's encounters and stored it on a tape. Standing before the crowd, she feigned a toast. "I want to wish my dear friend Lovett all the happiness in the world," Bola began, her voice sweet but laced with malice. "But before we celebrate, there's something everyone should see." With a click, the tape began to play. Gasps filled the room as the video showed Lovett with multiple men. Andrew's face went pale, and Lovett froze in horror. "Bola, stop!" Ayo and Tola shouted, trying to grab the remote. But it was too late. The damage was done. Andrew walked out of the hall without a word, leaving Lovett to face the scorn of the crowd. Her parents were devastated, her friends shocked, and Lovett's world crumbled. That night, she confronted Bola. "Why would you do this to me?" Lovett demanded, tears streaming down her face. Bola smirked. "Because you've always had everything. Ife, the beauty, the attention, the perfect life. I was tired of being in your shadow." Lovett realized that her own secrecy and inability to confront her problem had given Bola the power to ruin her. In the weeks that followed, Lovett hit rock bottom. Andrew refused to speak to her, and her family distanced themselves. Alone and desperate, she finally sought professional help. Through therapy, Lovett began to understand the root of her condition and work toward managing it. She also learned the importance of honesty and self-control. Though it was a long journey, Lovett slowly rebuilt her life. She apologized to Andrew, not expecting forgiveness, but wanting to take responsibility for her actions. Months later, Andrew called to check on her. He admired her courage in rebuilding her life and invited her out for coffee. Slowly, they reconnected. When they remarried, it was a small, intimate ceremony filled with love and hope, healing, and new beginnings. Lovett had learned the hard way that true strength came from confronting her weaknesses. Lovett found peace with Andrew, and together they built a life grounded in honesty, love, and trust. As she grew, she became an advocate for other women, sharing her story and teaching them the importance of self-love. Honestly, vulnerability, resilience, and seeking help when needed. Bola, watching from a distance, remained bitter, but Lovett no longer felt the weight of her jealousy. Lovett had learned that true strength comes from confronting your weaknesses and seeking support when you need it. The story ends with Lovett standing before a group of young women, sharing her experience and the lessons she had learned. Secrets and lies will always come to light. Be honest with yourself and others. When facing personal struggles, seek help instead of hiding. True strength comes from confronting your weaknesses, not ignoring them. And most importantly, choose your friends wisely. Some are blessings, and others are lessons. Thanks for watching. If you like this story, please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment for more videos like these.
Please remember to subscribe to this channel and give my video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video soon. Thank you.